James.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Cowboys.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Second and 10.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 89. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
There's Wilson to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. This is 2nd and 8.
Complete to number 80. A gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jaguars
Back to throw now on first down.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
Lawrence's
Second down and 4.
complete to number 2. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Up the middle they go. Bowers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Right back to him on first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
And the ball is knocked out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, or every play call you have.
And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Now it's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Jacksonville. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play action. It's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, it's Bowers. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
In motion left goes Myers. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they get a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Wilson on the keeper.
And he will have the Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset.
And he loses the football a second time.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, you got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cowboys, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.